Alright, what's going on everybody? Sorry for the very late start. I had some errands I needed to run this morning, but yeah, we are here, and I was going to try to do a slightly longer stream, but I don't think I'll be able to. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to do a long stream. I'm only going to be able to stream for about 2 hours, and after that I will have to head out. But yeah, just going to get this out of the way now. The plan for next stream, I don't think I will be able to stream tomorrow. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to stream tomorrow or Thursday. I'm going to try for Friday. Yeah, I'd like to try to do my stream on Friday, but again, can't make any promises on that one, but I will do my best. I know I said that this week would be a lot more streams, but yeah, no, my scheduling didn't quite work out as well as I'd wanted it to, so yeah, I mean, like, I managed to get into stream today and yesterday. I'm like really excited to do like more of the season, so I'm hoping next week that I'll be a little bit I'll be able to do some more streams as compared to, well, so far we had a stream yesterday and Sunday, right? I think. But yeah, and we have a stream today, and maybe a stream on Friday. But I'm hoping next week we'll be able to do one like almost every day. I'm hoping, but yeah, fingers crossed. We'll see how things go. Anyway, so Jaw for Serb is saying, oh wow, people are going ham still. It looks like. So just to recap, what happened, oh, okay, restarting game server in 30 seconds. This is good timing. I'm going to go over my stats and my skills, as I always do. Basically the same as before, a bunch of points into strength to, well, actually no, a bunch of points into dex to wear my equipment. I've since migrated out from my gear set, but yeah, I have a bunch of, okay, no, I'm not going to be able to go through all my stats and skills and gear, but basically just to recap last stream, where we left off last stream, my account got hacked, okay? We don't talk about last week's or yesterday's stream. Yeah, so now my keys are missing, and we have one organ from those 3 keys. Don't ask how we have only one organ. It certainly has nothing to do with my Meleemancer being able to kill Izuel, or rather Uber Izuel, but not being able to kill Uber Duriel and Uber Lilith. Nope, no, definitely not. Nothing to do with that. Seth was saying howdy howdy, hello to you too. The hackers must have seen your build and want to try it out. Yeah, so they hopped onto my account and then they decided to mess it up. Yeah, those meanies. Why ever would they do that? I mean, this is a 20-year-old game, and although I am clearly swimming in forum gold, yeah, I mean, like, that's no excuse for them to try to break into my account and do stuff without my permission. Anyway, bottom line is we may or may not have tried Ubers, and that didn't go so well. So because of that, today I decided, you know what, I think it's time for me to hit the gym and actually start trying to level my character so that I can, well, so that when I go back and try to fight the Ubers, that I'll be, you know, slightly higher level, and maybe I'll even respec at some point. I probably will respec, to be honest. I just don't know into what yet. I mean, it's probably going to be Clay Golem, but yeah. Anyway, more on that later on. So yeah, stats and skills, like I was saying earlier, it is a bunch of points in the dex, so that I was able to wear some of my previous weapons. But at this point, oh, and then of course a bunch of points in the strength to boost my, well, enhanced damage. And then the remaining points into vitality. I think it was like 200 points into strength and like 100 in the dex or something like that. And yeah, even with 151 vit, I'm sitting at 715 life, which isn't too bad. Could definitely be better, but I mean, for now this is sufficient. Meanwhile, on my mercenary, I have a Tal mask. I have gemmed Scarab Husk with 4 P topazes and insight, same as before. That hasn't changed. Oh, right, and I forgot to talk about skills. Skills haven't changed either. Just 1 point into all of the golems and the passives that buff them. Yeah, poison and bone. 1 point into everything leading up to bone prison, and then max out bone wall and bone prison because I'm trying to synergize bone armor to resist physical damage, and also bone prison just happens to be fantastic because of the well, because of how tanky it is. And then if we move on to curses, 1 point into everything as well, except I maxed out confuse and the remaining points into dim vision. The way this build works, I just mass confuse everything, and then well, I mean, I'm probably going to start using dim vision more now, but yeah, I either mass confuse or mass dim vision monsters, and then I amp them to fight them to take them out one by one. So that's basically the way this build works. Pretty straightforward, and yeah, not sure what more to say than that. There is one adjustment I'm going to make today, though. I'm going to switch this back out for laying of hands, and then I'm going to yeah, like I was thinking about this. I was originally going to do Pindle, but to be quite honest, I was thinking about it. I want to run players 4. I think I can take on players 4 pits with my current level of equipment and try to level off of that. I think that would actually be better than Pindle, to be honest. Just kind of how I feel. So that's sort of where we're at. Seth, it's good to see you. How are you doing? It's hope you've had a great day so far. Yeah, again, sorry for the late start. We are gonna hit it hard starting now. I wanted to get on my stream ASAP, but like I was originally aiming for like 10 a.m. my time start, but something came up, so I mean I had errands to run, and yeah, I got back and tried to start my stream as quickly as I could. Unfortunately, I also won't be able to stream super long. I'll probably be able to stream for about 2 hours, but yeah, we're going to see how far we get. Now, as for everybody else who's watching, hope you enjoy today's stream. Oh yeah, and then the last thing is equipment. So on that stream that shall not be named, I may or may not have lost the Goblin Toes, don't ask how. So I swapped them out for another set of Goblin Toes that I had as a spare. Yeah, there's a bit of a history behind this IK Maul. I found a 35% IK Maul, and I was trying to start using that because it's got +% damage to demons and undead, which is awesome, and CB, into open socket, so I could double shale it. So then yeah, like I could still. I mean, but then what happened was I actually took Seth's IK Maul by accident, and then I double shaled it. So now, now because I double shaled it, Seth personalized it, so now I'm using his IK Maul. We know specifically that's his. I actually have 2 shales. I could go back and slap on 2 shales on my other IK Maul, and then use that instead. It would have 35% chance of crushing blow, so it's a slightly less, but still, for 99% of cases, it'll be. Like, for most cases, it'll do roughly the same thing, right? But yeah, I mean, this one's personalized. It's a gift from Seth, so I'll use it. And the rest of my gear is the same: G-Face, Duriel Shell, Laying of Hands, Night Smoke, 2 Angelic Rings, and Angelic Amulet. Angelic Rings and Amulet for attack rating, Night Smoke for resistances, Laying of Hands for IAS, Damage Demons, and Fire Res, Duriel Shell for Cannot Be Frozen resistances, G-Face for CB, and G-Toes with the IK Maul to give it also some crushing blow as well, or to try to get up to 100, close to 100%. IS, ED, Damage Demons, Undead on my Maul, attack rating, Grand Charm, and Demon Limb for pre-chant for attack rating, and then of course the Geats. That's basically where our build is at. And the 7MF Small Charm with a 16, 13, 6 Annihilus. Fantastic. I love that hammer. It's my Christmas gift to you. Well, I appreciate that. It is a very good gift indeed. I mean, I'm glad I got it. I am stoked to use it and start swinging at stuff and, you know, taking them out. It's going to be kind of excited for this. I was looking forward to this. I was thinking about it when I was, well, yeah, on my way back. So I was like, yeah, this is hype. I will put this hammer to good use. I'm doing pretty good, Seth is saying. Finally got my license plate, but oh, your license plates. Oh, I see. So you have your license, but you don't have your license plates. Interesting. But other than that, it's mostly been just chilling and trying to make plans with a lady. Ooh, I see. Well, I wish you the best of luck on that. I know that you said last time that you were swiping on Tinder, so I'm guessing that this is probably some sort of somebody that you matched with. Hope that you have a good time with her. Sounds like yeah, sounds like it could be something cool. Ooh. Okay. I think I will amp. Boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah, 2 hits for a lot of these monsters. I'm gonna ignore. Oh, 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 oh. Why is my Merc taking so much damage? Oh, is it because he's hitting undead? Maybe that's why. Oh, okay. Alright. Not good for me. Hold on. Oh, this is a bit of a problem. I was hoping to actually to be able to start tanking them, but it doesn't look like that'll be possible. Is he is he frozen or something? Why? I mean, he's frozen, yes, but... Oh. How? What the... Okay, well, I mean, my Merc didn't last very long. That was crazy. Actually don't have enough gold to bring him back, eh? This is a bit awkward. Let me go back and... I need to actually go get myself some gold real quick. So, oh no. Man, not really my day when it comes to this. I kind of wonder if I might be better off... part of me wonders if I'd actually be better off like with like a Bowmancer. I feel like Bowmancer might have actually been more decent for what I'm trying to do here. Oh wow. Okay. I guess I really do need the range. Because I feel like if not for... Just like trying to think about this, like... It's kind of annoying having to... Yeah, I guess I'm not ready for pits. Like, I mean, it's still nice that I have... Oh! Ow, 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 ow. Yeah, or maybe, like, I can't do players for pits. Maybe I can do, like, some other location and stuff. Ow. Bone armor, right. Archers do way too much damage. Yeah, I guess I have no choice. Like, I have to try Pindle. I mean, like, I know... I just wanted to, like, upgrade to something a little bit less, Yeah, I wanted to upgrade to IK Maul. Oh, well, I say upgrade. What I mean is more like, it does more damage, but it just doesn't have enough reach. Or maybe, like, I don't know if I actually ran it players 4 against Pindle, though. Yeah, let me give that a spin real quick. I'm going to have to switch back to Ghoul Hides. I was ambitious that I'd be able to take on pits, but apparently not. So, yeah, I don't know. Wow, that was crazy, though. I did not expect that. That they would be so difficult to deal with even on players 4. Although I guess the Fallen are easy to deal with. It's the Undead that are problematic. That's what it boils down to, really. Okay, well. Oh, yeah, right. I can probably go back into that game, can't I? Okay. Give me a second here. Great. Fantastic.
Good to see you.
2141. Yeah, I'm just trying to... I need to farm a bit of gold to get my guy back. So, that's the dilemma I have right now. Oh, I gotta probably get a bone armor. Okay. Yeah, I also need a pre-chant. That's the other reason I was kind of like skeptical about using this IK Mull. Always forget to pre-chant. Yep. I guess I could just go do a Travern to get my Merc back too. Dennis Steven, hello. You're saying, you saw I've played thousands of hours of D2. I know you need to do different stuff in D2 to probably still enjoy, but why play this build? No criticism. Please explain. I don't get it. I thought I've gone over this before. Well, I mean, I guess you might be new here. Also, I'll give you benefit of the doubt. So, the thing is, like, how much of my playthrough have you seen? Like, is this like your first time on my channel, or like, because I'm trying to figure out how much explanation I need. Originally, first of all, originally I was gonna go Summon Mancer, okay, just so we're clear here. But then the reason I ended up not, he's a masochist, he gets pleasure from this. Well, you know, long story short, yeah, that's definitely a big part of it. But I mean, there's a little bit more to it than that. Oh, they're cursed too. Oh, that's just beautiful. Anyway, ow. Oh, and no, I don't think I can deal with cursed, but I can maybe deal with them with other modifiers. Anyway, but yeah, like, so I played. Okay, so I was originally gonna play a summoner, like Skellymancer, right? But then people actually were expecting me to play Meleemancer, so I had to come up with doing something a little different. And I've already played Poisonmancer twice in a row. Every season I play on this private server /Diablo, I always like to do something different, you know? See one of your guys at some point, not much new here. Oh, okay, cool. So, yeah, like I said, like, there's, you know, I usually like to do something different every season on /Diablo. That's sort of my little shtick, you know? I don't, I'm not really big on just doing the same, you know, builds over and over. Like, I made the guides I did indeed make the guides, as you know, for like these potential builds that you could do on on D2. But I myself like to go beyond that and actually try all these other builds that, to be honest, most people have never even really like seen. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, well, there was an attempt here. I actually like to experiment with like builds that people don't ever really see at all. And when I say at all, I'm talking about, like, I mean, as you can see here, like a Meleemancer, or like last season I did like a Summon Sorceress, right? Like, there's a lot that you can really do in this game that a lot of people just don't bother to explore because they're like, ah, nah, that's a waste of time. It's like, it's pointless to make a build like this for farming. But actually, for me, that's like a lot of the fun of the game. A lot of the fun of the game is in the struggle behind it, because, you know, you have to try like different gear combinations to maybe make some of these builds work. And for me, like, experimenting with these strange builds is actually where I get the most enjoyment out of the game. And you also learn a lot about certain mechanics that you otherwise wouldn't touch. Things like melee damage, or how melee damage is calculated, deadly strike, crushing blow, all that stuff, or all that good stuff. And one other thing I should point out too, like, this Meleemancer in particular, I believe has genuine potential, right? Because for you and 99% of other players, or the majority of players, I should say, I don't know the exact percentage, the majority of players who play Diablo 2 are going to be like, well, if I'm going to make like a melee type character, you know, I'm going to go with, let's say, like a barbarian, right? Understandably, you would go like, why would you go barbarian? Well, it's quite simple. Like, barbarian has a lot of skills that synergize with like melee type damage and whatnot. Hold on a second. Just gonna dim vision here. Yeah. So as a barbarian, you're gonna be you're gonna have like a lot of skills that boost attack rating and damage and so on, right? But in the but in the case of the Necromancer, he doesn't really have any offensive skills, but what he does have is the Curse Amplify damage, and that's a skill that none of the other, like, all the other builds or all the other classes in the game have like, you know, plus attack rating, plus damage, but um, they don't have that like on demand, right? So I was actually trying to theory craft some sort of build that takes advantage of the fact that the Necromancer has amplify damage and other classes don't. So for me, that's interesting. I know that's how builds were initially discovered. I know a lot about mechanics too. Well, I'm sure you do. You said yourself you've played thousands of hours of D2. I have as well played thousands of hours of D2, but even then there's certain things that I never touched. Like I played like what I think my original like back on like the BNet days. I used to play a lot of like Light Sork, you know. So Light Sork for you know, many of those thousands of hours were me playing Light Sork. So, you know, I wanted to switch it up and try out all these different classes and skills and builds that I didn't play in my earlier years. I know that's how those were initially discovered. I know a lot about mechanics. Did you at some point discover a half-decent build? Yeah, I have. Nova Fireball Hybrid, that's one which most people haven't talked about. Spearzon I used to meme about a lot, but it turns out that Spearzon's actually pretty legit. And even this Meleemancer, like, I'm guessing you, even for all your thousands of hours of D2, I'm guessing you've never actually seen, like, a fully decked out Meleemancer. And neither have I. I actually tried this character out on Hero Editor with all of the equipment fully, like with all of the equipment, and it's actually, you know, like I said, it has potential. It does. It's only like it's the beginning that's like really difficult because you know, like I need to farm and like hitting targets one at a time is, you know, is rough. But once I actually get all the equipment that I need, like yeah, this build actually. For the things that I want to do, it's actually pretty legit. So yeah, for me, this, I mean, we can agree to disagree on this, but you're asking like, did I discover a half decent build? Well, I mean, it also depends on what you define as a half decent build. For me, like this build can run, like when I fully deck it out, this build can run Trav in like 20 seconds. Which, you know, if you compare it to... Sorry, one sec. There we go. If you compare it to, let's say, like... I don't know, like, let's say, like, a Hammered In. Like, yeah, Hammered In will be, like, slightly quicker than that. Like, probably, like, 15-second run. But still, you know, like... That's pretty good for a melee-type build that's not abusing the shit out of, like, say, like, Corpse Explosion. Nova Fireball is decent solo. I had friends testing stuff like Meleemancer offline with plugin stuff. Oh, that's fantastic. I mean, yeah. I mean that also kind of furthers my point, though. That's kind of interesting that you'd say that. So you have friends testing stuff like Meleemancer offline with pluggy, but you're asking me about why I'm trying out a Meleemancer. This is very interesting to me, but yeah. Amp damage was GG on Sarah 08 Amulet. Saracen's Chance, I guess? Loved it for my multi-shot Wind Force Amazon. Wow, okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what, like, that's the thing, right? I heard people talking about, like, 07, 08, 09. I myself have never really played any of these. I actually started at, I think it was 1.10, actually. Just a little before they, yeah, I think it was 1.10 that I started. It was either 1.10 or 1.11. But yeah, no, a lot of people really talk about like 1.09 and 1. Yeah, a lot of people talk about 1.09 and 1.08 and 1.07 as some of the glory days of the game. So, you know, I believe it. But yeah. You said decent solo, but actually, well, I mean, again, depends what you define decent solo. Like, the thing is, I'm playing on a private server called Slashdiablo, and one of the things about Slashdiablo is that we have no drop zero, meaning that, like, you know how, like, if you're playing single player, you can go players that's half decent, solo hell, player one some decent, player one. Okay, so if we're talking about players one, then that's fantastic because Nova Baller actually shines in players one. If it's players 8, then yeah, Nova Baller will struggle 100% for the way I've built it at least. But this private server that I'm playing on Slashdiablo, or that I'm trying, I can't talk today. This private server that I am playing on is called Slashdiablo, and one of the things about, one of the reasons why I'm able to make the Nova Baller work so well here is because I only really need to clear stuff on players 1 in order for... Oh, shit. Give me a second. Okay, cool, good. Yeah, not want to die to Fire Enchanted there. Yep, Merc's got this. Never been on Slashdiablo. Okay, well, yeah, Slashdiablo... Okay, so, just to recap, Slashdiablo is a... it's supposed to be a bot-free, dupe-free private server that stays as true to the original game as possible. I mean, yes, we do get access to, like, map pack multi-boxing, but in single-player, it's... you do get access to being able to see where, you know, you can go anyway, right? So that's kind of one of the reasons why they have it enabled here, or how they justify it. Either way, for me, I don't really care much for the map pack. I just care about actually being able to get the same character. This is lies. R2D2 is known to dupe burrs. Yes, absolutely, totally. So look, like on Slash, you get this the character, like the Necro that you're seeing here is equivalent to how you would see it in LOD version 1.14, right? So the stats are the same, the skills are the same, the items are the same. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I am Fire, Lightning, Cold, Enchanted. No wonder I'm struggling so much. Yeah, it's a bit of a... I admit that some of these become a bit of a problem. Yeah, this is one of those runs like... Oh, I'm just going to back out before I die to that. Fucking Fire, Lightning, Cold, Enchanted. That's rough. How are you, my guy? I am doing much better than yesterday. That stream that shall not be named. Now, yesterday was a farce, okay? I stand by that. Now, my account got hacked, clearly, and I don't want to discuss it. But anyway, yes, Sarar is Saracen's chance. Yep, I figured as much. It had amp damage to be casted on hit. Yeah, okay, wow, that's crazy. And then I guess they removed it later, because I know that Atma's Scarab is one of the other... Atma's Scarab is one of the other items that actually provide this. Ow. Okay, well I survived it at least. One of the other items that provide chance to cast amp damage on striking, but aside from that, like I don't think there's any other amulets that do this anymore. Metal Grid provides like chance to get Iron Maiden, I think, when struck or something like that, but that's obviously not the same thing. It was ZZZ clearly who hacked your account yesterday. Yeah, I get the map pack multi-box same as single player. Yeah, exactly. So I don't have to really explain that then. But yeah, so I have to solo hell player wants some decent areas to play. Always played online. So yeah, basically one of the reasons, more or less the main reason I play on Slash, but not any of the other private servers, is that I don't really care much for these balance changes that people have made in like POD, PD2, any of these other. Which patch is Slashdiablo using newer rune? Nope, no new rune words. So, except Plague, but Plague's kind of a weird one. So, in the original game, Plague existed in the game's files, but it just wasn't enabled, right? But one of the but the stats on Plague, so Slashdiablo enabled it, right? But the stats of Plague in Slashdiablo are different from the stats of D2R. So D2R just reworked it so that it's just enhanced damage, right? But on Slash, it's damage to demons, kind of like what it was in the D2 LOD game files. So anyway, oh shit, Stone Skin and Aura Enchanted. 1 second. Great, fantastic. Alright. Ow. What's happened here? Highland Blade. I don't really think I could do much with that, though. But anyway, yeah. So you're asking which patch is it using? It's using version 1.13. Yeah, it's using 1.13. So it's... Ooh, that's a pretty cool pike. It's got cool modifier, I think. but it's got nothing else of value. Anyway, yeah, but I like the melee splash jewels on POD. Some changes are great. I'm not saying that none of the changes are good or most of the changes are bad in POD. Just for the record, all I'm saying is that POD has and other private servers have, you know, clearly have their own version of the game, which adds new content, which does a lot of rebalancing, like, and so on, right? And I'm definitely not saying that's a bad thing. I think it's a fantastic thing for the people who actually like that, which is most people. Like, a lot of people like D2 gameplay that's familiar to them, but, like, you know, them adding a bit more new content and, like, you know, adding like new rune words or whatever. That's totally fine. That's totally okay. I got no beef with that. But me personally, what I was looking for from the beginning was, was like the original game, but with like some, but like multiplayer basically, and and without like botters and dupers. Slashdiablo gives that, and that's one of the reasons I still play on it to this day. Yeah. Initial play wasn't all that great. Yeah, exactly. Or, yeah, you could argue it's not that great, but I mean, like, for some end game build, you're probably not ever going to want something like that. But it's still very useful. For example, when I'm playing Trapsin, and I can go like double Plague Claws. Yeah, double Plague Claws, right? So it definitely has its uses for sure. I just need to point that out. It wasn't all that great. So what rune words are missing, Iji? So the rune words that are missing in comparison to D2R, right? Because you're familiar with D2R. Hustle, Flickering Flame, all all the ones that they introduced in version 2.4 and onward are not present in this game, aside from Plague. But even Plague is different on Slash, right? It's supposed to reflect what the base game had in the first place. Why did you get hacked? Oh, no. I didn't actually get hacked. I was it's an inside joke because Donkey Kang was here yesterday when I did my stream, and it was a very silly stream. I tried to run Ubers with a Meleemancer, and it didn't quite go so well. But again, that's kind of the fun of the game, you know. Like, okay, I failed, and I did like get pretty frustrated, but for me, that's more interesting than just, you know, like going and crushing it with like a smiter or something. Like, I wanted to actually see the limits of my build and even my proficiency as a player in the game, I guess. Actually speaking, which I can chart this down as a drop. 5 gold find. 100 PDSC, or 5 GF slash 100 PDSC. That is from Pindle. Or, well, Pindle pack, I guess, but I'll just call it all Pindle. Yeah, so here's another thing that Catching Faces said. I wish Blizzard would make another expansion for D2. Yeah, no, I understand that. I think that you're not the only one in that boat. There have been a number of people who have been begging for ages that, or saying for ages that, yeah, Blizzard should release, they should release, like, not just a new expansion for the game, but they should also, here we go. They should not only release a new expansion for the game, but they should also like release like a new act and stuff like that. The latest rune words. Oh shit! Hold on. I was reading your message here. Hustle, Bulwark, Flickering Flame, but not really missing out on GG endgame rune words. Oh yeah, absolutely. So there's no. Yeah, so you can take it as how you want. I know some people are like, would have preferred it to be closer to 1.09 where things like Enigma didn't exist. I think it's 1.09 where Enigma didn't exist. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. But yeah, so there's a lot of stuff that's missing from D2R. You know, like they added like Hustle, Bulwark, Flickering Flame, and like a bunch of other stuff like Memory. No, Memory is Jeweler's Monarch of Life. That's actually kind of cool. Jeweler's Monarch of... I've never had a Jeweler's Monarch of something. I will keep that as a trophy. Oh, that's pretty cute. That's a pretty cute Monarch, actually. J-Mall. Jeweler's Monarch of Life. Yeah, I've never seen that before. Damn. That is a fun find. Yeah, I will keep that. I'm just gonna make sure I don't accidentally socket something into it. But yeah, so 8 gold find. Wait. Was it 8 gold find? I see 5 here. Yeah, no, this is a 5, not an 8. But good on you for checking. I appreciate that. The latest, so yeah, not really missing out on GG endgame rune words. No, definitely not. Actually, I mean, even in the first place, like, to be honest, when I play on D2R, like, if I ever I play on D2R, I don't even bother using any of their new rune words. Personally, I never, you know, I'm a stickler for the original game, and I myself am. I don't really feel like those rune words were necessary. Like, I get why they added them, but at the same time, I don't think they were necessary. You know what I mean? Like. Hold on a second. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna chicken the run. I don't want to deal with fire, lightning, enchanted Neely. But yeah, so like, yeah, all these new rune words that they added in, I don't really, like, I understand why they added in. They wanted to also give certain other rune words a use. Like, I get it, but again, I don't really feel like they were necessary. But I mean, I guess, like, for most people, there's no real harm in them adding it. Similar to the Sunder Charms and so on, but that's not what I'm here to discuss today. I never really finished answering your... Oh, shit. Wow. Yo, that hurt. 1 second. There we go. Yep. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's too bad. I want to be able to run players 4, but... again, it's a little difficult for me right now. So, yeah, catching faces. So going back to catching faces comment though, like, yeah, melee splash duels on POD changes, fantastic. Yeah, but like I said, I'm trying to stay as close to the base game as possible. Some people would argue that map pack and multi-boxing is not part of the base game. I'm not gonna try to argue that too much. All I'm gonna say is, personally, I care a lot about. I care the most about like character builds, and you know, like I enjoy that the kind of Meleemancer I'm making here is the same as in the base game without like things like splash duels. Like obviously splash duel will be oh no. Hold on, amp that real quick. Okay, cool, I'm good. Hey Brandon. Yeah, Brandon is saying multi-boxing and MH is definitely in the OG game. Welcome aboard, by the way. So give me a second. Let me just. So yeah, no, Oh, a Berserker Axe. Oh, nice. That's kind of cool, actually. Maybe I'll hold on to that. I can do stuff with that, can't I? Berserker Axe. 2. Berserker Axe, I can socket quest it into 5, can't I? No, it's 6. Okay. I can Ral Amit and see if I can get, yeah, I can see how many I get, though. I'll come back for this in a second. Yeah, no, like, some people would argue multi-boxing and MH isn't definitely the OG game, because, like, in my case, I could, like, even D2R, like, I have two computers. I could totally just load up D2R on the other computer, boom. I'm essentially multi-boxing. And with Mapback, it's basically like single player, where you can see where you go, right? But not everyone shares the same opinion. Some people are like, some people are more of the mindset that, that if, you know, you're adding, like, you're using like a third-party program or something, you're not really playing like OG D2, which, you know, again, I don't care much to argue and try to convince people one way or the other, but all I can say, what I can say is that, yeah, they haven't actually changed the core skills, items, and skills, items, or monsters in the game. That much I can say is the same, and that's really the part of the game I care about the most. You know, if we didn't have access to map pack, all that would mean is I'd have to you know, spend a bit more time trying to look for the direction I want to go. But with map pack, I basically do loot box simulator a lot more quickly, which, you know, like, is fine with me. I really don't care either way. I'm not really interested in. I don't care much for drop rates personally. Like, some people make a big deal about it. But I'm very, like, you know, for me, I care more about how I can, like, how well my build works, and well, yeah, how close to the base game the skills would be. So yeah, that's the bottom line here. Okay, everything's Eth here. Eth Crown, Eth Barb Shield, Eth War Sword. What can I get? Eth Zerk, or not Eth Zerker Axe, but Eth Glorious Axe. Yeah, that'd be great. Anyway, that's not gonna happen for a while, of course. Hey, what's up, Co? Nice to see you. That's what I did on D2R. I made an Enchant Sork and Bobarb on second account, which is completely understandable. That's what I would have done too. The main reason I opened up with a Barbarian is to try and challenge myself and see if I could get by with one character. I mean, spoiler alert, I did. I mean, I managed to get my Enigma like very, very early on too. But as for going back to Dennis, Dennis was saying pre-Enigma, I get it, but if you really want to play efficient speed-wise, you kind of need to play Sork. See, this is the mindset, the same mindset that everybody has with regarding like playing the game. First of all, they assume that yes, Sork is the most efficient because they have Enigma, or because they have built-in teleport, and also that you know that the way to play efficiently, or that that you have to play efficiently, that's the inherent assumption, which I don't always agree, which I don't necessarily agree with. Play limited builds like Java because you don't really need teleport and cows. Okay, yeah. I'm a little confused. Like, are you still trying to vouch for why I shouldn't be playing my Necro, or like what is this statement in response to? Catching was saying, yeah, I can also understand. I also love the classic feeling of the game, but removing Enigma and adding some more AoE to melee class would be awesome to see, nerfing Infinity, etc. Yeah, no, I understand it. Like, if they're gonna like make balance changes, then great. Because again, like that's what a lot of people want to see. A lot of people want to see. Oh shit. A lot of people want... Oh, an Ancient Axe. Oh, wait, no, that's not what I'm looking for. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked here because I need to actually pick shit up here. Yeah, like, melee, how's it feel the game? I mean, yeah, like, POD, PD2, like, they do these things. I'm glad that Slash doesn't do those things because that's not what I want to see personally. If they want to play, or if people want to see like the melee splash jewels and all this stuff, yeah, you can play PD2 for that, or POD. Again, one of the reasons I stick to Slash is because it's much closer to the base game than any other option out there. And one other thing I was going to say is, yes, I know that Pluggy is an option, or even just plain vanilla single player, but again, I enjoy being able to play online with other people and make trades and do all this like fun stuff and take part in ladder resets and have like a fresh start alongside other people and see kind of like my progress relative to others. That's not to say that I'm necessarily trying to compete, but it's more like, okay, well, I'm clearly using a what some would argue a gimped build, right? So using my gimped build, how close can I get compared to other people? And especially with limited playtime too, because heck knows that I can't always be playing. Just play what you want. No one has to be efficient. Yeah, no, exactly. 100%. Ow, 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 ow. Fuck, I wasn't not paying attention there. I'm gonna want you to know I'm watching the VODs and reading all your comments. Okay, well, good to know. Thank you for thank you for that. Yeah, that's my bad. See, that's a skill issue there. I was not paying attention. That was not so much an issue on the build. That was on me for not really. Yeah, not really looking at what I'm doing. Fever was saying chatting with viewers makes gameplay less efficient. Should never read chat. Hey, Fever, it's nice to see you. Yeah, that's another thing too, right? Like, I mean, definitely like chatting with you guys while I play does impact my ability to play. Like, I think my favorite example was when I was doing like LK. When I'm doing it with when I'm doing it on stream, my average for my runs is something like 30 seconds a run. Yeah, my average when I do like LK is like 30 seconds a run because I'm like responding to comments as I play, right? Like over the span of like the entire stream of like 10 hours. But when I was doing it solo, I got like 1,000 runs done in like half that time. My runs are closer to like 15 to 20 seconds. But anyway, yeah, I think no one would really argue that there is a definite difference in efficiency when you're playing. When you're talking to viewers and whatnot, but that's besides the point. Ko was saying you can play all kinds of builds efficiently. The mistake is to put every build on the same standards and comparing them all equally in terms of performance. You can play a million extra efficiency, but it will never be on par with another class or whatever, but then that just negates the point of having so much variety. So that's... what Ko said is like there's a very concise way of saying what I want to say, more or less. I want to talk a little bit more about this because there's a little bit of nuance I want to add to that. To what he wrote. But just going back to Dennis, you're saying just chatting. Okay, fair enough. Play what you want. No one has to be efficient. Playing should mainly be fun. And I'm having a lot of fun with this. I really am, because this is a sort of solo self-found kind of character. Like, all of the pieces of gear I've been getting are mainly through my Meleemancer, or you know, with the Meleemancer. Like, I haven't been like taking freebies from other people. For the record, if I were getting free, oh wow, Superior Warboots, those could have been Gores. But anyway, if I had been getting freebies from other people, though, like, I would be like, I think I would argue like far ahead of where I was, because like it took me like a couple days. Oh, Bramble Mitts. It took me a couple days to get the core pieces of equipment that I was looking for in the first place, but um, yeah, like, I was basically, it took me like a couple days to find all the core pieces that I was looking for to get this build online, which I enjoy that journey. I enjoy, you know, finding every piece of gear myself, but I also understand that not everybody wants to struggle like that, and that for a lot of people, like the majority of people, I would even argue, that their preferred way of playing the game is to, you know, build like a really strong character and just crush the game, and I totally respect that. But yeah, it's hard to really explain to people like the thrill, unless you actually have had a chance to try it yourself, of building up your character from the ground up, and then at some point you like. Sometimes it has potential. In the case of this character, I've tested it and I know what its potential will be like, and I think it's worth it to try to pursue. But of course, not everyone sees things in the same way, right? Like, for a lot of people, fun is just being able to crush everything. And like Ko said, in a very concise way of putting it, yeah, like, it's not fair to be like, oh, well, you know, I'm playing for fun. Well, okay, obviously, if you're comparing in terms of overall efficiency, then yeah, there's some classes that you can't top, and you should own, like, if efficiency is all you care about, then you should only ever play those classes and those builds, right? But there's so much else in the game that you can do from an enjoyment standpoint that it's kind of a waste to be like, well, this build is nowhere near, let's say, like a fully decked out Lightning Sork in terms of its performance, right? So there's no point in playing it. And similarly, I wanted to do you a little demo here, Dennis, because you said that a Nova Baller is just okay in terms of how strong it is, but I actually argue that it might very well be the, well, I'd argue that it is the best Players 1 Seal Glitch Chaos Runner in the game. Even better than Light Sork. And the reason being that even though a Light Sork might have a faster, like, they'll have like a fastest speed for their run, but if they come across like a lightning immune, physical immune Grand Vizier of Chaos, they might have to reset their run. But with the Nova Baller, this isn't the case. And I can actually demo that because I'm proud of my Nova Baller. My Nova Baller is still to this day like one of my favorite builds, aside from the Poison Necro that I ran like 2 seasons back to back. Stone Skin Cursed. Okay. Again, I think that this is manageable. But yeah, if you're still around, Dennis, yeah, I'd be happy to show you like my Nova Baller, because you were asking about, like, I've played a lot of characters on Slash, you know, like I've played, I even played a season where I did indeed go Blizzork, but I only wanted to do 1 season for that because Blizzork's so fucking boring. Blizzork is the most boring class build in the game for me. I don't really think I need to explain why. But even aside from Blizzork, I've played, like, well, I'm just trying to remember all the seasons I played on Slash. I played Pit Singer. I played a Telly Boazon. I played Cold Druid, you know. I played Poison Necro twice back to back, which is one of the reasons why I had to play something other than a Poison Necro this season. And I'm just trying to think of some of the other ones. Like, yeah, I ran like a Telesork into LK. I think I've talked about that before. Um, and I logged on and thought I saw Jmod, then saw the life. Yeah, I know. It was crazy. I almost chucked it, but it was kind of nice. Okay, so that was from a while ago, but I just need to get that out of the way. Ko was saying, and the beauty is that D2D2 can play that melee necro and 1 auto completely differently, and this difference is fascinating. Yeah, absolutely. No, that's the thing, right? That's one of the reasons why people still watch my content, I'd imagine. Like for some people it's the voice, for some people it's the interactivity, but I think for others it's also like the actual gameplay of like, all right, so this is how I'm playing a Meleemancer, and it's going to definitely be different from if Ko or others were to do it. So, you know, that's a lot of these differences are what makes this character interesting for me personally, and not just for myself, but also for other people who are watching too. Hope that sheds some kind of light on my thought process regarding playing this character. My sweet friends. Catching is asking if I've ever tried Path of Exile. No, I have not. We Pendle running today. Yes, today is going to be primarily Pendle running. After last stream, I've basically resigned myself to running. I wanted to lay low for a little while and focus my efforts on just trying to. How do I put it? I'm trying to focus my efforts on just. Okay, cool. I'm trying to focus my efforts on just trying to level my guy for now. Like that's a nice chill way. Yeah, just it's a nice chill way to like goal to go for on each of my streams. I obviously need to level my character anyway, etc., etc. So, yeah, I'm trying to focus on leveling my guy right now, and also because I need more attack rating for chance to hit when I go up against the Ubers next time. Yeah, that's one of the things that'll help. And, I mean, you know, one of the things I want to do is level this Meleemancer up anyway. You know, that's sort of something I got to do for completion's sake. And if I don't do it now, then I got to do it later. I can't even... Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. Alright, what else? Oh, okay, I'm out of here. Yeah, ZZ saying, being rich and powerful is fun! Well, it's a good thing I actually experienced that for a season and moved on to other things, which were a little bit more challenging. Fever was saying someone should just release a season where only Sorks can be made. See how many weeks it takes a player to notice. Yeah, that would be pretty sick. And Ko actually had a good point too. I'd argue that the guys who got rich the fastest would be the first to quit playing because of how redundant their gameplay was. I don't think it's necessary. I agree with the first part, that the guys who got rich fast are the ones to quit playing first. But I don't think it's because of redundance. I think it's actually because they're the ones who hit their end game goals much quicker than other people, right? Yeah, like, think about how for, you know, most people who play, like, a CE Necro on Slash, it's like, oh, they grind out for Enigma and Infinity, and then once they have that, then they're like, okay, cool, I've completed this season, I've gotten the things I need to get for this character, and then, you know, they wait until the next season to do the same thing. Yeah, there's like a complete, like there's a stopping point for these players. And even for myself, there would be a stopping point too. Like there's a specific set of equipment I'd be looking for. Once I hit that, like that's, you know, that's like good enough for me, right? Now, obviously, you could make like a super perfect, like a super perfect like Necromancer with like, or like a super perfect character that has like all life skillers and whatnot. But you know, probably there is going to be some kind of like stopping point that's a little bit earlier than, oh, you know, like spend hundreds of hours grinding out. But anyway, yeah, Hom was also hilarious. Yeah, I haven't done an HDIN in so long. Hilarious when you think about it. What, the HDIN or the, what I was just saying? I'm guessing the HDIN. Hom was saying don't forget the weird assassin season or the fence on. No, I left those out on purpose because I was talking purely about builds that were much closer to meta than these other weird seasons that we're playing. Weird assassin season, Fenzon, yeah, obviously. You said weird assassin, like the Blade Fury. Well, I mean, there's a number of those. I played Phoenix Strike Assassin. That was pretty weird. But then I also did a Blade Fury Fire Trap Assassin. But that's not, like, I have other weird builds for assassins too that I've never gotten around to, right? You played a Whirlwind Barb. You played a Trapsin Phoenix Strike. Yes, I did indeed play a Trapsin. Yes, thank you for the reminder on that one. Phoenix Strikes and fired. Yeah, so yeah, just to clarify, I was talking about just the meta builds that I played, and Trapsin ranks among them, but definitely not the other ones that were listed. I think you said you did H-Din long. No, I don't believe I did an H-Din. I don't think I've ever done a Hammerdin. No. I did like a Hammerdin as like a side character, just for fun on like one of the seasons that I was playing, but like so that I had something to do off stream, in case in case I just didn't want to stream. But nowadays, but yeah, like no, I haven't ever really formally made a Hammerdin in a Slash season. Yeah, HDN is the go-to for everyone. It's funny that we avoid making them at all costs. Yeah, same thing goes with Blizzsork, although, as you know, you and I caved in not too long ago for separate reasons. Can you explain why you put the shield and the Zerker Axe on Blizz? What can they be used for? I thought that Zerker Axe was a cool find. I can try to Ral Am P Amethyst it, and that would, if I get 5 sockets on it, that would be a good beast base. As for the shield is a cool find because I've never gotten, like, again, these are items that aren't really worth anything, but they're cool. The thing with the, Ogre Maul. The thing about, okay, the thing about the shield is that I've never found a Jeweler's Monarch of something, you know? Like, Jeweler's Monarch of Deflecting would be insane, but I've never even found Jeweler's Monarch of, you know, insert affix or insert suffix here. But today's the day. I actually found, and it was actually a pretty decent one too. Yeah, no, this is a pretty cool one to find. So yeah, very happy about these 2 drops. Wow, you're doing a 24-hour, what is of life suffix? It's like damage reduced by 4. I thought it was plus life, but it's actually damage reduced by 4, which, you know, again, isn't that much, but, like, it's kind of cool. I commercialized my season, got paid 10 chams to make a Blizzsork. Right! While all other players default to a 200 IQ strats. Yes, you were paid off. You were indeed paid off to make your Blizzsork. I remember now. So, no, let's just when I'm not doing a 24-hour stream. Nice of you to try to push for that, though. But no, definitely not at all a 24-hour stream. In fact, I can barely do 2 hours. What are we at now? We're almost at 1 hour. But yeah, it's going to be a 2-hour stream. I wanted it to go on for a lot longer, but I didn't get a chance to do that. Dennis, are you still around by any chance? Just out of curiosity, I feel like I didn't get a chance to finish my conversation with you, but I also don't know if you're still here. I know, I'm sorry. I know I said that I was going to start my stream much earlier and I was going to do a much longer stream, like 4 hours or something like that. But unfortunately, yes, I'm not doing 5k bindles in one stream. Definitely not. 3k at most. Oh, jeez. I mean, last time I did 5k bindle, I had to spread it out over the course of like 3 to 4 long streams. But anyway, that's besides the point. Wait a second, I've been here already. Look, like, when I... Yeah, right. I had errands I needed to run today, so I wasn't able to get my stream up when I wanted to initially. So, yeah. 50k bindle confirmed. Hell no. Do I look like fatty to you? I'm not. Plot twist. Or, you know, spoiler alert, I am not fatty. Ow. Ow. Okay. Well, that worked out. Falcata. Nice. I don't know. Never seen you. What? Yeah, Ko was saying my biggest problem with Blizzsork is I could run Hell MF with literally nothing. Add a HD mod, you can save things and efficiently kill them while being mobile with literally nothing. It's ridiculous. Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. It's pretty insane. It honestly, Blizzsork is insane, but even in terms of like this was a thing that was brought up earlier, like, let's see. Move a fireball. What was it I was talking about? I'm currently working on a bow barb. It works, but it's pretty expensive. It isn't supplied by combat skills. Oh yeah, no, for sure. I mean, you got bow and some CC stuff, but that's really it. Huh, that's interesting. A bow barb. I like that. That's a good way to challenge yourself for sure. It's a monster in PvP, though. A bow barb in PvP? How the heck does that work? Can't even imagine. Anyway, yeah, going back, absolute monster. PvP. PvP? It's a monster? Wow, okay. I've literally never heard anyone talk about a bow barb in PvP before, but alright. What was I? Oh, shit. Hold on. Okay. Okay, done. I want to play. Yes, I am sure you do. What was I? Oh yeah, no. Well, like Blizzsork. Like I don't know, man. Like Blizzsork just does not interest me. I'm sorry. Like, but you know, I don't care much for the playstyle. Like the playstyle's whatever. I don't. There's just nothing like. I don't actually mind Blizzsork's playstyle. But I do feel like it's like the raw damage carries it. But more than that, like I don't. Yeah, in all honesty, it's just because yeah, no. If it were, I'm like thinking about it. If it were, let's say, I'm trying to think of a good example here. Like, for me, the main reason I don't play Blizzard is not because I have an issue with the playstyle. Just so we're clear here, it's mainly just because of the everyone plays it. Like if it were like that, like way weaker, then I'd have much more of a reason to play it because it interests me to try the stuff that people would otherwise dismiss as weak. Because then for me, it's kind of like, all right, is this something that we can make work out, or is it like completely hopeless? And a lot of the time, the results tend to be very surprising to me. This work is a great introductory build to IMO. Of all the if a noob were to start playing this game and they knew nothing about D2, I would actually recommend them Trapsin. I actually feel like Assassin is such a lightning Trapsin is such like a I want to say like noob friendly build for the game because Assassin is just so durable with all the skills that it has. Yeah, but like Blizzsork, I've seen people try to play Blizzsork, and their complaint, and again, this is a reasonable complaint, is that they can actually be very squishy if you don't have like the right equipment, or if you're not careful, or if you're like teleporting around and you just teleport into a pack, especially when since a lot of their equipment doesn't actually inherently come with resistances. So, yeah. Yeah, yeah. No, I'm serious. Especially even more so if it's like hardcore. Mana Shield. Yeah, well, either way. Holm was saying, my money is on a few more seasons of D2D2 being broke ass like this season, scrounging around for a single Umrune before he throws in the towel and goes Blizzsork. I already did Blizzsork, though. That was the most boring ass fucking season. Like, I played, like I went hard for, like, 2 weeks, and then I just didn't touch that, like, I just didn't play after that, because, again, like, there's not much. Well, no, that's a big lie. That's a big fat lie. I didn't quit that season because of anything related to the Blizzsork, because like I switched over to my dual Nova spec. That's what I wanted in the first place. The reason why that was a boring season. Let's leave it at that. I think that's all I really need to say. It was a season that really did not interest. Like, it wasn't a particularly interesting season. I don't feel like I learned anything new out of it. And worst of all, my luck in that season, relative to the build I was playing, was the worst that it's ever been, really. Like, yeah, you could argue that with my Fire Claws Druid, I ran 1,000 Hell Maws, and I only got an Omen of X to show for that. But at the end of the day, like, that was, a very, I don't want to say janky character, but it definitely wasn't the most efficient of characters, and I definitely wasn't farming the most, dense of locations either. So I expect that my luck wouldn't be, like, I'm not going to be swimming in high runes for sure in that season. But meanwhile, if I... Fucking hell, hold on. I'll drink Juvie if I can manage it. Yeah, but meanwhile, when I played my Blizzsork, I ran 1,000. I ran 1,000 Seal Glitch Chaos, and I still failed to find a single... I failed to find a burr or like a jaw or anything like that until, like, I don't know if I ever did end up finding one, actually, now that I think about it. I straight up was, like, grinding for so long. I was, like, looking for... Yeah, I was, like, looking for, like, a good Hiron, but I got, like, Vex, Ohm, Low, Cham, I think. Yeah. I don't even know if I got a Sir, to be honest. Like, oh, okay, there we go. I got my GC. Greedy. You could multi-box this with a Horker, no? I totally could, but the whole point of these... Like, I know what, you might say, well, this isn't really supporting you with, like, a second character, but I don't, I want my season to be entirely on my Meleemancer, and also I don't really... I don't think I would enjoy killing a bunch of shit, then porting in my Horker, and then horking every individual body, then moving on to the next game. I'd really rather just kill more shit, personally. That's my preferred. I guess that wouldn't be... Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, no, let's not fuck with that. I think I forgot to pre-buff and everything. Palm was saying, I think everyone should start with Hammered in super easy. Just run in, click one button fast, rinse and repeat. Yeah... I mean, I guess so. I've seen people mess up Hammerdins, though. Especially because, like... Yeah, I've seen people mess up Hammerdins. And also, one of the things that a lot of people don't know is that you can't... Like, your chance to be hit is, like, much higher if you're running. I have that in my video, or my budget build video, but not everybody follows that guideline. Anyway. Calling Energy Shield Mana Shield, sign of World of Warcraft. Okay, it's funny, but yeah, it doesn't play World of Warcraft. When? I don't know what that. I don't know what that's reference to. But yeah, Death's Guard is coming in clutch. Death's Guard. What about Death's Guard? I'm not even rocking Death's Guard. Oh, I see. I got Duriel's Shell, not... I've been using Duriel's Shell since, like, day one, I think, so, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's Duri. Yeah, I'm using Duriel's Shell. It's, like, the best armor I've had, like, this whole playthrough. Yeah, no, deadass. I've been using Duriel's Shell since day one. I mean, it's got res, cannot be frozen, and yes, I did find Death's Guard Sash. I guess I could use Death's Guard Sash. There's nothing wrong with that for Pindle, but, I mean, I don't really have anything to really replace it with. I guess I could go make like a treachery or something. Yeah, that could do it. That's an available option. That Bindle pack looks disgusting, does it? I think it's fine. I don't see any issues with this one. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, win. Yeah, that's one way of putting it. One way, I pray that we will learn the meaning of deadass. Hey man, that's the new age lingo. You gotta get with it. I don't know what to tell you. That fanaticism scares me. Did they have fanaticism? Like the ones that I just fought? I don't think they did. I think maybe the previous one where I chickened might have, but yeah, I think this is fine. Okay, we're basically playing until I level. I don't know if I'll be able to level today, actually. We'll see where we're at like 6 o'clock. Yeah. Again, I'm trying to do a 2-hour stream here. The ass is when they just lay there. Oh, yeah. Vortex Shield. Rare Vortex Shield. That's cool. Let's see if it's any good. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna recast Bone Armor real quick. Yeah, they just lay there and then comment on how great a lay they are. What the hell? Okay. I mean, yeah, totally. This is... Okay, no, this isn't. I was wondering if this is like a triple durability rare Vortex Shield, because... Like a failed unique, basically, because I know that the season that I ran like 5,000 Pindles, I did find a unique Vortex Shield. Or not really a unique Vortex Shield, but a failed unique one. That's what dead ass is. Okay, sure. Anyway, going back to... let's see, what do we talk about for... Also, I missed ZZZ's comment from much earlier. I didn't realize he said, "Hey guys, I have 3x3 key set for trade from D2D2 account and some duped IK malls." Yeah, you got me. And then also, yeah, I missed that, and then I also missed. Brandon was saying, like, I don't know if Brandon's still here, but he said that's what I did on D2R. I made it an enchant Sork and Bobarb on second account. I see. Yeah, no, that'll do it. If I were playing D2R and I didn't want, like, well, yeah, if I had really wanted, like, I had considered this, like, I could have totally gotten, like, you know, I could have actually made, like, a Sork and then, like, multi-box, like a Conviction Paladin and a Bobarb. And, yeah, that's one way to do it. Or that I could have done it, but yeah. Oh shit, okay. Okay, well, I'm on the wrong side of the bone prison, so I'll just wait for him to finish. Oh, Flawless Skull. Alright, I think I get this and I'm out of here. Let me out. Alright, what else? What else were people talking about here? I remember when IK malls used to be a meme here. Now we unironically have to use an IK mall. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. The game gives me lemons, I make lemonade. I'm sure a champ like on the rewatch has a lot of experience. Okay, you guys. Alright, getting frisky here. Fever was saying D2 mods should do something special with failed unique slash sets, like giving them a special cube recipe. Yeah, that could be sort of interesting. Not for Slash probably, but yeah, other servers maybe. Attack rating, life stolen per hit, IAS. Ah. Anyway. The mall. I think the best part about that meme is people out of the loop getting so upset with it and actively being hostile. Oh yeah, that was the good shit, dude. Like, people were so... yeah, hostile is a good word for it. I think the game gives you lemons, so you suck the juice out of them, piss it out, then drink it again, Sag. Sure, that's one way of putting it, I guess. Anyway, there's one other thing I was kind of curious about, because, like, earlier we were talking about, like, what's, like, the most efficient way to play, and it's a shame that, that guy, from earlier was... Hold on a second. Yeah, can you please add me on 7TV? Why? So you can get some emo... No. No, you may not. As a serious answer. Sag GG. Okay, hold on a second. Let me heal myself up real quick. Ow. It's been mono burn packs, man. Okay. Okay, all mono burn. Sad EGG. Oh shit. It's an egg? Oh, that's too bad. Sad egg. Sad. Oh, it's sad egg. I thought you were saying Sag GG for a second. My bad. It's an egg. It's not saying GG. Check the line. It's fine. This man doesn't eat eggs for breakfast. He eats EGGs. Yes, totally. Anyway. Yeah, one of the interesting things that I hear from people is talking about like efficiency when it comes to um playing the game. And I'm a little curious about that because there's like a lot of different ways to go about being efficient in D2. I'm kind of curious as to what like what we're going for here. Like I know we had this discussion with ZZZ, but that was like for players 8 like farming chaos, which okay, fine. If that's the metric, then no problem, but I was like thinking about this a while ago, and you know, like part of the reason why I opened up as a barb wasn't just because, oh yeah, I shun Sorks. It's also because I genuinely feel like, yeah, like Sork is a pretty good contender for like farming because they have teleport and you can just Motric Meph Hardy Dar. But like, if I were playing like a new season and I were to like, if I had to farm wealth, right? I'm talking like multiplayer on like BNet, D2R, on Slashdiablo. Then one, well, fine. These are all different, but like for D2R and BNet, probably the way I would do it is either actually using a barb or an assassin, believe it or not, because with a barb, as I demonstrated, you can just run Trav for the high runes that you need. Those are things that you need the most. And with an assassin, you can farm D keys, which a lot. Well, I mean, barb you can also run D keys, but with assassin, especially, you can run D keys because you can just off-screen whatever packs you come across, right? Assassin doesn't have that luxury. Yeah, Sork doesn't really have that luxury. Like, they're a lot squishier, I would say. That is what I did during launch. Tell you what, them folks who play efficient builds couldn't even contend with us in our theory crafting discussions. No. Yeah, I get it, but I'm not here to diss folks who are talking about like who play efficient builds. I'm just saying like as like a separate topic discussion because this came to mind earlier when when we were talking about it. I was very curious about like, oh, you know, like this comment came up and I hear it a lot. I'm like I hear people saying like, oh yeah, if you want to play efficient, then go Sork. But like efficient in terms of what? Like players 8 like chaos, sure. But a lot of the time, like when people are talking about like actually farming, they're not, or they're talking about efficiency. That's not what they're talking. They're talking about like how, like when they're actually like going through the game and actively farming mobs that Blizz Sork would be quicker to like get items with, but like because they have teleport. But I don't know how true that is, right? And then like, yeah, LK is a thing too. Like you could spam LK, but you're obviously not going to be spamming LK in D2R or in BNet. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, people just don't like farming gold, and you need a lot of gold for non-Sorks. Sure. So what's your point here that people would rather go AT with a Blizzard because you need gold to teleport around with, you know, let's say like a Hammerden that has a teleport staff or something? Like, Hom was saying, didn't you do that during launch run keys? Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, as a barb, right? As a barb, I can run keys too, but you know, like any bozo with a freaking Trapsin can go in without additional prep and just off-screen Neelathak using lightning traps, like straight up, right? Like with a barb, requires a little bit more preparation and like, you know, well, requires a bit more preparation and planning than just like, okay, I'm gonna put down 5 traps and just wait for them to kill Neelathak eventually. I'm efficient in bed, but my wife doesn't seem to like us about speedrunning, right? Yes, clearly. You got me. This is a great example of someone going, okay, seriously, hold on. I am bone armoring. I'm trying to read chat, like 3 different chats at the same time here. Okay, yeah. Ring and Pylum. Okay, cool. I'm done. I'm out of here. 240, yeah, I'll actually save these bases. So they go Sork because it feels more efficient, even if it isn't. That's what I'm saying. That's like, you're literally like giving a nod to what I'm trying to say here. You're saying like it feels more efficient even if it isn't. What I'm saying is Like, I'm expressing my skepticism to the idea that that Sork is even more efficient than other classes when it comes to trying to garner wealth early, is what I was trying to get at. Um, Maybe like easier to get wealth with, like yeah, like most people wouldn't want to try to grind out a barb into Trav, given all the setup that you might need for it, but still, I'm like, yeah, if I'm trying to get rich like early in a season, then yeah, I'd rather run D keys and like even like a Hammerden. You could, well, actually, Hammerden trying to like farm keys is kind of a pain in the ass, though. I'll admit that. But like yeah, if you ran like again, Assassin into D keys is like the easiest example I could think of. You could probably sell your keys and be richer than most Sorks on the block, or you know, if you could somehow run tortures yourself, for sure, people would need those, but people won't necessarily need your fucking shitty-ass Bartuks, right? Like, I agree with you, but I'm saying people think it is because they don't have the grind for gold. Yeah, well. Javazon too, obviously, for Javazon into cows. I'm not dissing folks by adamantly shoot down elitism. Yeah, fair. No, I'm with you on that. I do hate the elitism mentality, which, I'm a bit of a hypocrite in that regard because sometimes I can be like that too, right? But some people are really like that, like, oh, the only way to play is this specific way, so. Go Sork because it feels more efficient. Fatty is a great example of someone going against the grain and blowing people's mind. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, they don't have to grind for gold because they think that wastes time. Okay. I mean, you're only really grinding out... Okay, here's the thing, right? You're saying grind for gold, but that only applies to if you use a telestaff specifically. But a lot of the people who run these other classes don't even use... Like, in my case, I always use telestaff. I think this is fairly obvious, right? But, like, if you were playing... yeah, like, instead of grinding out, like, using a telestaff, like, a lot of people would just run Harmony and just run to where they need to go, which is also perfectly acceptable, too. Right? Like, I mean, obviously with a Paladin, you probably would want staff on switch because you have Vigor built in as a Hammerden. But like, if you're playing like an Assassin, you don't need telestaff. You can just go Harmony on switch, right? Same thing goes with like Necro, Druid, etc., etc. So if you really are upset about, oh yeah, or not you specifically, but if other people are upset about gold, then yeah, you can totally just use Harmony as a decent substitute. I just don't like to have to teleport my way everywhere. Do people even know that telestaff is an option? Like, I get a lot of people who ask, like, oh yeah, hey D2, how did you get an Enigma so quickly? Where did the Jaw and the Burr drop from? I'm like, nah, bro, this is... The Jaw and the Burr that you're talking about is called Drognan, and yeah, he sells me my telestaffs. What the hell is going on here? Why can't I hit any of them? Okay, hold on a second. I think that I'm desynced because this should be close enough for me to reach. Okay. Ah, shit. Yeah, rare ring. Alright, what else we got here? Damage. Okay, yeah, useless. Hey, Valdez, hello. Jeweler's Monarch of Life, how much life? Congrats. Yo, thank you. Funny enough, it's called the Jeweler's Monarch of Life, but it's not even plus life. It's, plus... it's Jeweler's Monarch of Life, but the life suffix actually is damage reduced by. And in this case, it's damage reduced by 4, so that was pretty cool. I mean, again, it's essentially worthless, but it's a cool find to me because I've never myself found a Jeweler's Monarch of the blank before. Yeah, this is my first ever Jeweler's Monarch with a suffix. Okay, gotta be very careful about that because I've actually found Jeweler's Monarchs before, but I've never found Jeweler's Monarch with an actual like suffix on top of it. I don't believe they think that far. Most people just do it because it's what everyone parrots. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, I'd really like to see, like... Yeah, I mean, like, people have been parroting it for ages, so I'm kind of, like, curious what they'd say as, like, a response, you know? But anyway, all of this discussion is kind of for moot, too, because, like, honestly, the most efficient way to farm is just straight up to, like, here's the... Decapitator. Okay, 3-sock Decapitator. Yeah, part of this discussion is kind of moot too anyway, now that I think about it, because like one of the things I was going to point out is again, like it kind of matters what like again, like the metric of like what's most efficient matters because at the end of the day, like a lot of people use JSP anyway, or eight, well, specifically Forum Gold, and if you have Forum Gold carrying over from a previous season, like you could fully gear out your character without even needing to do any sort of like to do any kind of grinding, really, right? So I don't know. It I guess it's like if you have to, you know, whatever. I guess technically the odds of that are the same as the odds of fighting a J mod. They do. They actually do have specific mods. Yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, no, they definitely do have specific odds because like you'll, um, yeah, there's a lot of modifiers that are less likely, you're less likely to come across than other ones. I just don't know which ones. Like Cruel modifier. Yeah, there you go. That's a good example. Like a Cruel's mod on a weapon takes fucking forever for me to find. Like, let's just say. Oh, finally. Okay, I can actually step forward now. Okay. Most efficient is to play a single-player character and download character file with a level 99 best gear. Complete the game in seconds. Yeah, no, for sure. But anyway, yeah, I just find it interesting, though. I mean, like, it's hard for me to really, like, word this in a way that makes sense to people, especially while I'm streaming. But yeah, it's been on my mind for a while. I'm like, yeah, efficiency, like, in terms of, like, finding wealth in a game would still, for me, be, like, Assassin D keys or... Well, probably Assassin D keys, like straight up, honestly. Like, because most people don't know how to farm D keys to save their lives. Not just, either they don't know how to farm D keys, or their build just isn't capable of it for whatever reason, right? Like, I'm trying to think here. Like, if I were playing... Actually, I don't know. I can't really think of any meta build that I would say like, yeah, no, I can't really farm Neelathak with this. Like, there's definitely a lot of builds that I wouldn't try Neelathak with in hardcore, but if it's softcore, then who gives a shit? But anyway. Yeah, D keys, interestingly enough, are like probably my... Like, if I were to try to like open up a season and try to get like stupid rich, then selling D keys would be one of the ways I do it. If my goal was Enigma, then I would try to like grind out Jobber from Trav as I've done, as I've done before, and you guys have seen this. Barb with like maxed out find item, or well, maybe not even maxed out find item, but like maxed out find potion, because that's the synergy for find item, and that'll give you more. Like, in the initial ranks, find item will give you more chance to find an item, but then in the later levels, find potion will give you more. Okay, so I'm halfway now after farming for, like, a half hour. So, I don't think I'll be able to make it all the way to level 83 today. That would be nice, but I guess I'll probably have to save it for the beginning of next stream, especially if I end up dying again, which very well might actually happen. Or which might very well happen. Ow. A little interesting detail, though. I think that these... Ah, shit. I know that... Okay, so if an item rolls magic, I think that it has, like... Oh, frick, I'm trying to remember the exact rules. I know that there's, like, specific percentages. Like, there's, like, a 50% chance that it's going to be a prefix, and a 50% chance for it to be suffix, and then, like, a 25% chance for it to be both or something like that. There's, like, some weird numbers. Actually, I'll take a look specifically. I know that doesn't add up to 100%, by the way. Suffix, roll, D2 magic items. Okay, I'm actually going to take a look because I should know this. This is something I've seen before. Here we go. Each magical property... Wait. Okay, I found it. This is the thing that I was kind of curious about. So, When a magic item is okay, a magic item has a magic prefix or a magic suffix or one of both. Okay, so here it is. It's 50, 25, 25. If it's only, like, I had it backwards. I thought it was actually 50 for prefix, 25 for suffix, and then 25 for prefix and suffix. Well, yeah, that's what my memory would have been if I'd actually taken more time to think about it. But anyway, so only a suffix is 50%, only a prefix is 25%, and both prefix and suffix are 25%. So in that sense, yeah, you have a 25% chance anytime you get a magic monarch for it to roll as like a prefix and a suffix, but obviously there's different prefixes and suffixes that have different chances of rolling. Anyway. Yeah, cows is another interesting one too. You know, like Javazon into cows, I think is another way that people farm. You're not going to be getting as many magic items, but you can get like some good bases. I remember like day one of the like the first week of like, you know, that D2R ever had, like when it launched. I remember that there were like Javazons were swimming in dough, and the reason they were swimming in dough is because all the Blizz Sorks that were getting rich, parroting whatever or following what like a lot of other people were saying, right, about Blizz like Sorks are just being OP. They were looking for monarchs. They were looking for spirit monarchs, and Javazons are sitting there like, okay, well, here you go. Here's my spirit monarch, because you know spirit monarch is easy to come by, or a base for spirit is easy to come by for. Oh, Korun, nice. One of these days it'll be a low rune, but anyway. Yeah, it was kind of interesting because like a lot of Sorks obviously need monarchs, and the people that would get it to them are either like Necros in cows or oh, Decapitator. Yeah, it's either going to be Necro in cows or it's going to be Javazon in cows. Those are probably going to be the two most likely candidates to give you the. I think that monarchs were selling for Mal. Like, yeah, it was crazy. Meanwhile, like a lot of other items were selling for very cheap. Oh wow, 100 PDSC here. Tusk Sword, Stygian. Oh, what the hell? Where did these guys come from? When I had Javazon, I found Jmod on Slashdiablo. That's wild, man. Yeah, that's sick. 1 to Necro skill level is cool. Alright, well, I'm going to stash these in a sec, too. Feral Axe? Oh, Decapitator. This is the one I was curious about. And Tusk Sword, too. I think that, like, I just want to make sure that this is the thing I'm looking for. Yeah, so Ev Decapitator is the thing that I'm looking for death. This and Glorious Axe, I think. G2 Glorious Axe. Let me just double check this real quick. Yeah, here we go. Elite Axes. Decapitator has 2 range adder. Or is it? No. Oh, right. Okay, I get it. Yeah, Decapitator is gonna be. Because I was like trying to discuss this with ZZZ, and he was saying that Decapitator, or was it Silver Edged Axe? I can't remember. I have to double check with them. But yeah, I think that Decapitator is like one of the potential bases I could use for death later on down the line. But obviously, I need to be an F death, not this piece of crap. Feral Axe too. And Feral Axe is not useful to me at all. Anyway, Decapitator is the greatest for death. Had one of my Traps dealer. Yeah, in terms of raw damage, yes, he destroyed them all in one hit. Yeah, no, that's... Yep, sounds like death to me. That's why, again, like I was saying, like, I would like to... Like, my endgame on this character is death in an Eth Glorious Axe. Now, you said that Decapitator is the greatest, but it is the greatest in terms of average damage. But Glorious Axe, unlike the Decapitator, the Glorious Axe has 3 range instead of 2. 3 range adder. So, yeah, it has a much longer reach. Or slightly longer reach, I guess. I mean, damage and stat cost. Yeah, no. I mean, if we're basing it off of that, then yeah. Definitely in terms of damage, it is the highest as what Ariat Summit says here. So, yeah, Decapitator sits at 93 average damage, even though, granted, it has a slightly lower attack speed than some of the other options. But anyway, yeah, in terms of just raw damage, it's the fastest or it's the hardest hitting option. Um, like for average damage, Glorious has slightly higher minimum damage, and also has more range adder. But one of the big differences between Decapitator and Glorious Axe 2 is Decapitator has 5 sockets available. Glorious Axe has 6 for max sockets. So I just need a Larza quest for an Decapitator with 0 sockets if I find one. And I find a lot of Decapitators, but if you pay close attention, you'll notice I haven't found a single Glorious Axe, let alone an Eth Glorious Axe, and let alone beyond that a 5 open socket Eth Glorious Axe. So, you know, as ZZZ said, once again, he was almost certainly going to be, or he's almost certainly going to be correct in that the Glorious Axe that I'm trying to go after would be my preferred option because of its range, but it's unrealistic to expect that I'll get it unless I grind out massive hours, especially on like a solo self-found type character. One other thing worth pointing out, Colossus Sword I think is also a decent option for, or like Ev Colossus Sword I think is also a good option for death, if I remember right. Let me just double check this real quick. D2 Sword Ariat Summit. Yes, it is. Let me just double check this real quick. 91 average. Yeah. 86.5 average. Anyway, here, I'm going to show you guys what I'm looking at here. So, here's an interesting little comparison. The range adder on Colossus Sword would be 2. Like, I just picked up a Colossus Sword. So, 91 average. In comparison, Glorious Axe is 92 average. Or, sorry, Decapitator is 93 average, so it's slightly higher. However, well, yeah, the minimum damage is higher on this, though, which is kind of nice. Yeah, but both this and the Decapitator have 5 open sockets. So, again, if I find an Eth Colossus Sword or an Eth Decapitator, that's an auto keep, and that is a potential base for death. I can always make a second death in the future if I need to. So there you go. The real question is best at what? Depends what you're going for. Oh, for sure. For sure. Right? Yeah, that's what I was pointing out. In this case, for me, with the way my build plays, using like Bone Prison, trying to swing over the Bone Prison, yeah, having something with high range adder would be my best option, which is one of the reasons why I'm so adamant about, oh yeah, Glorious Axe, Glorious Axe, Glorious Axe. Yeah, just to give some explanation to you guys as to why I'm seeking the things that I am. But anyway, yeah. One last fun fact. Yeah, one last fun fact. The range adder for a Giant Thresher is 4, which is longer reach than any of the, like the Colossus. Okay, no, the Glorious Axe I was talking about earlier has 4 range adder. Giant Thresher has. Sorry, no. Glorious Axe has 3 range adder. Giant Thresher has 4 range adder. So this thing actually has like the longest reach, I think. I mean, tied for some other ones, but yeah. If I could find like a 0 socket or a 6 socket at the Giant Thresher, I would probably, try to make EBOTD into that. So, a lot of different options for my Meleemancer. I could even use all of them depending on what I feel like running on a given day or for a specific location. Anyway, taking a step back, Hom was earlier saying every D2D2 stream I learned something new. This stream I learned about suffixes. Yeah, no, for sure. It do be like that. Last stream I learned how to avoid getting my Slash account hacked. Yeah, just make sure you never give it to ZZZ, clearly. Um, yeah, totally. Add Cryptic Axe to get 4 sockets needs a recipe, right? Yes, you're right. Add Cryptic Axe to get 4 socket does need cube recipe. If you use the Larza quest, I believe Add Cryptic Axe rolls into 5, if I remember right. Is it true that each armor has its own speed? Not each armor. Well, I mean, sorta. So there's... So yes, each armor type has its own unique... Well, there's light, medium, and heavy, okay? So light armors have no speed penalty, um, but don't provide any inherent damage reduction. Ornate plate, or no, sorry, medium armors have a 5% movement penalty, but they have damage reduced by 1, if I remember right. And then a heavy armor reduces your speed by 10%, but it reduces damage taken by 2, I think is how it works. It's kind of a weird system. Now, yeah, so each type of armor is categorized under one of those light, medium, or hard, or light, medium, or heavy, I mean. So, like, Dusk Shroud, Wormhide, Breastplate, which is like Great Hauberk, I guess, when in elite form. Each of these... I'm missing one. Wormhide, Dusk Shroud, and what was the last one? Can't remember the last one. I played Dusk Shroud. Archon Plate. Yeah, there's Archon Plate. Archon Plate also is light, but there was one other one, like Dusk Shroud, Wormhide, and something else. Am I tripping? I have to go look it up now, damn it. Okay, whatever. I'll go look it up. The speed penalty, like FCR penalty, not FCR penalty. This is while running. And in some cases, you're not gonna be able to tell the difference. Like if you're like an assassin, or if you're like a necro. No, wait, sorry. It would be a Hammerdin, for example, because Hammerdin can just use Vigor, right? And then you'll just speed across whatever you're trying to get to anyway. So that doesn't really much matter. But if you're using something like, let's say, like my Meleemancer here, I have no fast run walk. So if I used, like, instead of Duriel's Shell, a unique Cuirass, which is a light base, if I used, let's say, Guardian Angel, which is like a Templar coat, which I think is heavy, a heavy armor base, then my guy will be hella slow. Yeah, it's actually, like, you'll notice the difference if you don't have any other, like, faster run walk. If you have fast run walk, then it's a little bit more bearable, but still. Anyway, armor, heavy, medium, light, Diablo 2. So, oh, sorry, no, it's a little bit beyond what I said. There's also plus stamina drain too. I totally did not know that. Body armor? Okay, here we go. What the hell? Anyway, close enough. I thought that there is... sorry, I thought there was extra damage reduction, but maybe I'm crazy. What the hell? Yeah, these random websites that I'm checking say this. Here, I'm gonna show you guys real quick. So this website has written down the same thing that I checked on one of the wikis. Light armor is no extra stamina drain and speed penalty. Medium armor has the 5% speed penalty that I was talking about, but it also has a 50% plus 50% stamina drain. And heavy armor has plus 100% stamina drain along with the 10% speed penalty. I don't think I've ever run out of stamina even with these like heavier armors or come close to that, but yeah, I guess that's a bit of an issue too. Anyway. Anyway, yeah, gonna continue this. How close are we to 6 o'clock anyway? Okay, we're actually very close. Got about 15 minutes to go. So probably I'll make it to about 75%. Like, we'll stop at 2 hours, the 2-hour mark, I mean. Okay, there we go. Double flamberge, alright, not bad. Okay, I'll take Hyperion Spear and then I'll go sell all my stuff. Ugh. Okay, yeah, next game. Grave Wand, okay. Demon Head, alright. Okay, 15 minutes ago, let's try to get you a level before you turn into a pumpkin. I don't know what you mean by turn into a pumpkin. I'm definitely not going to be getting a level though. Like, each of these runs is about a minute, and like, I'm getting like 1% per run-ish. Dude, Cinderella? Oh, I see. He turns into a pumpkin at midnight. Yeah, well. Interesting. Or car, I see. What the hell? Carriage. Come on, please die. Oh yeah, that's glorious. He's got amp. Oh, come on. Oh shit. Come on! Get me out of here. Okay. Let us... That was really close. 14 HP. That should not... Yeah, that should not have been... Should not have been the case that I even went anywhere near that low, but I wanted these. And this. Grim Helm. Okay, I'm out of here. The field when it takes 11 hits to kill Bindle. Well, I mean, what can you do about it, right? Physical immune, the fact that he was even killable is a miracle. So. Yeah, what can you do about it? Oh, what the... Oh, shit. Kind of curious to see if I used Bone, if that'd be any good. Because it's like a 15% chance to... it's magic. It's a magic mesh armor. I'm still like, Shaft Stop would be great. Like, dead ass, I could either use it myself or on my Merc. At this point, I'd probably throw Shaft Stop on myself. Like, I'd run slower, but 30 DR is kind of hard to substitute. Well, actually, I mean, I have Cannot Be Frozen. Yeah, I'd probably throw it on my Merc. Make it a Merc armor and then give him my G Thresher Insight or something. Any day now he'll go down. Ah, fantastic. Alright. Makes me kind of wonder, like, you know what? I tried pits earlier. I'm kind of curious to see if I'll have better luck in Mausoleum and Crypt. I'll maybe try to end off on that. Because, yeah, I realize I didn't ever give those a fair shot now that I have, like, Ghoul Hide and that IK Maul. And I think the beautiful thing about doing a Moz run right now is that... Actually, I can just go next game, can't I? Here. Perfect. Also, I like, I just noticed how there's a game D2D2 is online that Baldiz is running, and the Baldiz sorry, D2D2 is online for, and there's another game called D2D2 Rush Start. Wondering who has that second one, Rush Start. Maybe it's also Baldiz. I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, let's again give this a spin. So now I'm going to try to run players for Moz and see if I'll have better luck here than I did the last time, because now I actually have the IK Maul, I have Demon Limb, I'm like slightly higher level than last time, and I just think that this should go better than before. Good. Oh wow. Okay, cool. Might as well go sell some stuff. I also have to be careful about what I'm selling and what I'm not, or what I'm just keeping. I really wish you had longer streams, Baldi says. Yeah, I'm sorry, my dude. Like, I genuinely tried to get back to, you know, do my stream as quickly as I could. Yeah, no, I understand, because usually I miss the first 40 minutes in. Yeah, I know. My apologies. I mean, like, I don't know if it'll be too late by then, but, like, I'm really hoping that next week I can kind of, like, make it up to you guys and actually do some slightly longer streams. It's just, like, yesterday I did, like, a 4-hour stream. Like, that's, honestly, I think that was pretty reasonable, especially for what it was. Well, it was longer than 4 hours, like 5 hours, actually, which is a lot for me. But anyway, yeah, then I also have... hold on a second. I need to kill this one first. Stone Skin, too. 445. Oh, I like how you counted exactly how long it took. That's funny. You know, I'm actually liking this. Yeah, next time I do my stream, I'm gonna actually do like Crypt Moz runs. I feel like would be the play. I'm actually also gonna stop trying to collect random crap, like these items for selling purposes. I feel like Pindle's like a better, like honestly the best place for me to farm. I like how everything is Holy Freeze, because of course they'd be. Anyway, yeah, I like how... Okay, one sec. Do you know what level is iCrypt? Let's see. Crypt is, okay, so I understand what you're asking, but you're asking about the area level, not eye level. Eye level is item level, okay? There's a... It's kind of important to know, because, like... Well, yeah, I just have to correct you on that, because these two mean different things, eye level and area level. Especially because, like, the area level for Crypt is 83, but some of the monsters, like particularly the champ packs and the unique packs, are actually 2 or possibly 3 levels higher than what the area level itself is. So, yeah, there's some nuance behind these runs. Actually, what am I still doing here? Why am I trying to fight Holy Freeze? Wasting my time. Do you know if our math teacher is hosting Christmas brunch this year, and if so, are you able to make it? I'm. Hold on. Do you not have contact with him? Ah, fuck. They're fanatted. Actually, how did I survive? Is it because of my bone armor? Maybe it's my bone armor. But anyway, yeah. I mean, my point earlier with regards to the longer streams is, you know, like, I really am trying to stream for as long as I can. It's not like, to be honest, like, sometimes I just stream whenever, like, when I have free time, and then I'll stream for, you know, 2 hours because I feel like doing a 2-hour stream. To be honest, right now, this is not the situation I'm being faced with is a little different. The situation I'm being faced with is I have. Give me a second here. Ah. Oh shit. Gold and fire. Come on, finish him off, dude. Please. All right, dude. Do your job. Thank you. So yeah, what was I saying? Like, okay, so something you gotta understand about all these, I mean, it's not gonna make a difference in the end, but, like, for the end result, but, like, right now, like, I'm streaming whenever I have free time. Like, my free time, I default to streaming for you guys right now, because, well, because for once, well, yeah, because this is what I wanted to do. In previous seasons, like, if I do a stream, then I usually have it, like, hard boxed at 2 hours, but right now, like, yeah, I want to stream for longer, but I just don't have the time. I haven't had the time recently because even though I thought, well, I mean, I definitely, the fact that you guys are seeing streams is a nod to the fact that, oh shit, shocking battle stat, 1 to 420, blaze it, lightning damage. That's pretty sick. Anyway, look, like, the fact that you're even seeing streams at this point in the season is a nod to the fact that I actually have had slightly more free time to stream than usual. Because, you know, that normally I'd be done by, like, day 1, day 2, but nah, I'm still here, and I'm still planning to keep going. What is this, Razor Bow Rip Hook, I think? I don't think I care for that. So, yeah, I mean, I'll continue trying to, like, get streams whenever I can. I really would like to at least get this character to level 90 and, you know, try to, like, actually finish off, like, get my own torch. And there's, like, a lot of stuff that I want to do with this character before I, like, end off on him, but as with most seasons. But like, this season in particular, like, I'm running a Necro, and I actually really like my Necros, so I'd like to finish, but again, like, if life gets in the way, then it gets in the way. I'm sorry. Anyway, I want to see a season where you go for level 99. Yeah, I'm sure you do. And at some point, there will be such a season. Well, actually, no. I'm not going to promise that. But what I will tell you is... actually, I could Bone Prisoner, can't I? Oh, shit. Yo, this actually works out quite nicely. Hold on a sec. Why can't I hit her? Okay, I'm good. I'll try this next run. But yeah, with regards to the level 99 season, I mean, fair enough. Like, at some point, maybe I will try to go for 99. It's on my, like, bucket list to reach 99 on Slash one season. But, you know, I need an actual season where I have enough time and motivation to do that, right? Because some seasons I just don't feel like playing the game. Even more so to grind out to 99. This would have been a season where I would have had enough time and motivation to grind out to 99. But to be frank, I'd really like to save 99 for a special time and a special season. Yeah, where it just feels like the time is right, and I just don't feel like that time is now, if that makes sense. I guess it probably doesn't, but, you know, I'm just gonna have to take what you can get. By the way, earlier I said Duskshroud, Wormhide, Diamond, and, like, Great Hauberk and Archon Plate, but there's actually also Scarab Husk and Wire Fleece. I always forget about those two. Hom was saying, do you know... Yeah, so haven't seen him in a while, though I was away last few weeks, so I wasn't sure. At this point, I don't... think that he will be doing any kind of Christmas thing, because if he did, I probably would have already. Yeah, I probably would have been there if I was free for it, you know. But yeah, I don't think he's gonna be doing one. It seems, and um. Oh yeah, right. What I was gonna say was the person who would know best, though, would be asking him directly, as always, if you can get a hold of him. But yeah, I don't think that there's gonna be one this year, unfortunately. It is quite late into the season as well. Oh yeah. Skeletons. Yeah, this is nice. I'm actually liking this as a leveling method over spamming Pindle over and over again. I'm just going to be completely honest. Yeah, 10% XP in 10 minutes. Yeah, this is slightly slower, but I think it's more fun for me because, well, it's just more fun. Like, as long as I don't die, I guess. But, oh. Yeah, so far this is more fun. Cursed, Mana Burn, Aura Enchanted. Okay, well, it is the old-fashioned way then. Oh, whoops. Come on. He's our old math teacher. Yes, clearly. Hey, Christopher. Nice to see you. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. However, you've caught me at a rather unfortunate time. Give me a second here. Let me just... Oh yeah, okay, they're dead finally. So you've caught me at an unfortunate time, because this is going to be my last run. I'm actually hopping off, like, a little after this. Like, yeah, I'm at the 2-hour mark, and I have to head out in a couple minutes. But I just wanted to finish this real quick, and then I am heading out the door. Christopher, how are you doing? I'll try to catch up with you just before I go. I hope that things are going well with you. Hope, you know, that... Oh, shit, a Thresher! Oh, yo, a Thresher. Do I need a Thresher, though? I don't think I really need a Thresher. I could hold on to it, I guess, but... Yeah, I don't know if I get much use. A Glorious Axe! Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is one of the reasons, like, one of the things I'm looking for. Glorious Axe. Unfortunately for me, this one's not ethereal, so I have no chance to roll it. Well, even if I roll it, well, yeah, even if I roll this, it doesn't really help me very much, but yeah, still. Roll it? Why would I roll it? Like the Thresher? I don't know if I get any value out of it. Like, I roll it and then what? Like, it either rolls... Well, actually... You know what? Actually, this is a useful find. No. Wait. This actually has a use, I just realized. This Thresher is my first self-found base. Like... Wait, no, that's a lie. I think I found a Cryptic Axe already. I'll keep this anyway, but yeah, I think I already found the Cryptic Axe. But the problem was I was looking for a Great Pole Axe because I was hoping to get a base that has higher reach than... Well, yeah, that has high reach. That's what it was. Ow. I drank a thawing potion to counteract it before it popped. And yeah, I also do want to try Bone Runeword at some point too, because Bone would give me, like, whenever I get hit, there's a chance that I'll reproc my Bone Armor, and I feel like here this might actually be very useful. And my Merc just got completely owned. One sec. I need to get him back real quick. Ow. This guy spawned out of nowhere on me. Okay, this will be my last run, probably. Or, not last run, but I'm almost done. Actually, this might even be slightly quicker than running Pindle, because I've got, like, 16% right now from these, like, bigger champ packs. In the healing process, caught COVID. Oh man, I'm so sorry to hear that. Pogger's a YouTube viewer. Yeah, for real. Is D2D2's profession IRL a public knowledge, Baldi says? No, it's not. You know, I'm very adamant about keeping the details of my personal life a secret, and my profession, what I do, is among those things. Which I appreciate that people on this stream are kind of understanding of me trying to retain my privacy and not really pressuring me for more information that I'm willing to share. But yes, that's the situation for me. Oh shit. Okay, that could have gone very badly. Luckily I had... Wait. Ah, that's surprising. He was cursed, but he didn't actually curse me. Anyway, this is good. No, I'm probably gonna run more Mausoleum and Crypt because again, like this is a level 85 area that actually works very well for me. It kind of, you know, most people are gonna dismiss Mausoleum as like this joke area that doesn't, you know, have high mob density, but for somebody like me who needs to grind out some bases, I can't really do it in pits, and also needs XP, and who wants to do this all on players 4, this is a great place to be. And especially with the IK Maul and the Ghoul Hide giving me a grand total of about 400% extra damage to Undead, I think that I'm in just the right place. I think that the yeah, I think that the build I have here is quite comfortably able to clear this on players 4, which makes it a very good candidate for leveling on players 4. And I think that this is quicker than... Yeah, I genuinely think that this can be quicker than running Pindle if I get in the flow of things. So yeah, I'll probably commit to Moz. Good bases, good XP, and also a little more mindless. I think that's the other thing I like about it. I don't need to like bone prison every single pack. Like I can amp and then just swing. And at some point they'll have lightning cold enchanted, which is scary, but that's besides the point, I guess. Holm was saying, I mean, you'd keep your job a secret too if you were a male giggle that only charges $3.50 an hour. Yeah, absolutely. Let's Just Win says, we tried guessing his job one day. We narrowed it down to vigilante justice type person. Yeah, like a closet Batman or something, I guess. Anyway. Okay, so I'm pretty much done here. I think I am about, oh, well, I'm pretty much ready to head out. I'm gonna just say, yeah, I'll save the rest of, like, I'll mule this off the beginning of next stream. Speaking of which, when is the next stream gonna be? So I don't think I'll be able to stream tomorrow, unfortunately. I will if I can, I will, but I probably won't be able to. Thursday, I don't think I'll be able to stream either, but if I do stream, then it will probably be in the evening, my time, okay? So, yeah, so that's for Wednesday and Thursday, and then Friday, I probably won't be able to stream at all, I suspect. Full day Ubers on Thursday, no, there's gonna be no Ubers. I want to level, okay? I'm enjoying, like, next time I stream, I'm hoping to stream for more than just like 2 hours. I'll probably grind out Mausoleum and Crypt for XP and bases. I need that Ed the Glorious Axe, man. And yeah, I'm trying to... My goal right now is level 90 on this guy, so I want to push for level 90 if I can manage it. Where is it? Yeah, like... Yeah, level 90 would be great. That would be higher than my highest level character on this account up until this point. So yeah, level 90 is going to come probably over the span of the next couple streams is my goal. I'll mainly be running like level 85 areas, and then I'll put Ubers on the shelf for now until a later day. So yeah. Full day Ubers on Thursday. It's Christmas soon. Yeah, no, for sure. It is going to be Christmas very soon. And yeah, part of the reason, well, yeah, part of the reason why I am struggling to make time for these streams too is funny enough because of Christmas, and even Christmas itself, around that time, I'm gonna be unable to stream. But after Christmas will be a little bit better for me. So yeah, hopefully next week. I know I said this last week, but hopefully next week we'll have a chance to do even more streams than what we're cranking out, and that those streams will be longer than what you've been seeing here today and in the past. Okay, so yeah, fingers crossed. This is what I'm super stoked for this. I'm really excited for this. I'm hoping that we can do more of these streams going forward. I heard our brunch might go quickly on Saturday. Could probably leave brunch earlier than usual and stream for a bit. No, we're not doing that because I also have plans in the evening on Saturday too. Saturday evening, I've got plans. So, you know, like I said, Christmas is a busy time, let me tell you. Anyway, last thing I'm going to say before I hop off, yeah, I give you guys my little availability. As always, just going to recap gear. I don't really know if there's much to really say because my gear is exactly the same as as what it was at the start of the stream, except for I think I swapped out my laying of hands for ghoul hides for these runs. The plan when we return is going to be to do more mausoleum and crypt. I really like that rotation, to be honest. I might even start splashing Kuros temples, but Kuros temples have animal type monsters, I think, so they're not a very good matchup for my IK Maul. That's one of the reasons I like Maus. It's pure undead, which is perfect for IK Maul and Ghoulhide. But yeah, when we return next time, it's going to be more for players for Mausoleum and Crypt running. I enjoy doing these runs for my XP, and hopefully we will continue to, you know, do just fine there. Last thing I want to say, I know this was like hours ago, but it's going to bother me if I don't get a chance to say it. Dennis earlier from YouTube, I don't know if he's still around, I'm pretty sure he's gone by now. But he was asking like why I chose this build specifically. Again, I wanted to play, like what I was originally trying to explain too was I wanted to play Meleemancer, but the people were on this channel were expecting it, so I needed to play something else, and Meleemancer actually does have some pretty strong potential in the end game that I'm still working towards at this point. And I've actually been enjoying this character a lot. I think that where we're at, like, there's still a lot of potential that he has to improve. I still only like Gore Riders, for example. I need a better armor, like Fortitude, or something like that, a better belt, and so on. But we're gonna slowly progress to that point. And lastly, the gear upgrades that I'm... Oh yeah, and stats and skills are the same too. But the last... I guess the absolute last thing I can talk about is gear upgrades from here on out. I still like my G-Face. I'll probably sub out the Ral for something else. Ideally a Cham rune so that I can get Canopy Frozen from there. But my belt will probably be either Trang Belt for Canopy Frozen before that, or String of Ears for Life Leech. That'd be fantastic. And maybe in the future, if I can get Canopy Frozen somewhere else, then I can get Wiston's... No, not Wiston's Guard. Wilhelm's Pride Battle Belt for dual Leech. And then these rings I can stick with, like, Angelic Rings and well, I don't know. There's like a long ways. I don't even want to talk about all the gear upgrades, but yeah, just to give you a general idea, I need Fortitude, I need Gores, String of Years, maybe, well, yeah, Chamron for my helm. I need to upgrade my Merc's weapon to Infinity. I need a Fortitude or Treachery for my Merc. The Treachery should be easy enough to do. For myself, I need like Vex and Gull to make Death, or possibly even like Zod Vex to make EBOTD. And I also need the bases for all of those too. So, you know, we got a lot of progress left over for this character, and, you know, I'm in it for the grind. So, yeah, looking forward to it. Oh, yeah, and of course, like a High Lord's Wrath in the future too. I don't think I have High Lords yet, but yeah, I need High Lords for Deadly Strike. So there you go. That's the big plan here. So yeah, that's pretty exciting. There's going to certainly be more gear upgrades too, but we'll talk about them as they come along. But otherwise, that's pretty much it for me. I'm heading out, or I gotta head out now. So yeah, appreciate you guys hanging out. Respec into Summoner later? No, not happening. You got extra High Lords and Gores. Okay, that's good to know. If I need the High Lords and Gores, I'll take them in the future. But I'm hoping to find my own High Lords and my own Gores. That should be easy enough to do. I mean, like, I'm going to be playing a lot, so I'm sure that High Lords and Gores will drop before, you know, like any of these crazy high runes, am I right? Like I still need like Infinity and like Beast Iron Golem in like the end-to-end game with like a Fortitude armor and like a Glorious Axe of Death. So I'm sure that by the time I find all of those, I'll also find a Hylar and Gores in theory. If I ever make it that far, but yeah, we'll see. Anyways, all right, that's it for me. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Hope to see you all soon. Otherwise, hopefully you'll all have a great couple days until I see you next, which hopefully will be Thursday, but I can't stream tomorrow, like I said. So, yeah, no, I can't stream tomorrow. All right, take care, everyone. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Thanks everyone for watching. This is D2D2, signing out.